everyone, Amy here with our Aha Moments Live. Now, for those of you who are just now seeing me for the first time, let me explain. I go live once a month and talk to you about some piece of information that I have learned that has helped me or given me an aha moment or at least educated me in some fashion, and share it with you because you don't know what you don't know. And my friend Joanne always says, when you know better, you can do better. So that is the point of this Aha Moments Live, is to tell you something that you don't know that you don't know. And if you come on, please say hello. I'd love to see who's here. And if you're catching this on the replay, hello. Hey, Janine, nice to see ya. For those of you who are catching this on YouTube, if you like this video, please click the like button below, or even on Facebook. If you like it, click the like button and let me know. And if you'd like to be notified the next time we upload a video, click the notifications and the bell icon. Again, this is if you're on YouTube, because it isn't on Facebook, and you'll get notified the next time we upload a video. And of course, if you know somebody that can benefit from it, please, by all means, share with them, invite them to the conversation, and with that, let's see who else. Kathy Keller! Oh my gosh, girl. Are you out kayaking yet? It's so nice out. I'm sure you've taken out that kayak. And I wanted to start off today. I'm waiting for a few more people to click on. But I wanted to tell you a little. I want to start by talking about the elephant in the room. And the elephant in the room, before I get to the major meat of it, it's only going to be for a few seconds, I promise, is the coronavirus. For those of you who are living in a coronavirus impacted place, my heart goes out to you. I know that here in the United States, we have not gotten to that level of confinement yet. But for those of you who are in that kind of a situation, stay well, stay hydrated, get your sleep, wash your hands, do all the things that they tell you to do, and take care of you. Take care of your immune system. If you remember a while back, I talked about things that you can do to help your immunity. So just briefly, in case you missed that one, you can take elderberry syrup. And I'll post somewhere here where I get it on Amazon. I found a really good one. And I'm happy to share that with you guys. Again, I get no cut from Amazon. I just want to share what I am doing in the hopes that it'll help you as well. I take a teaspoon every day in order to help boost my immune system. And I give it to my husband too. Sometimes he takes it willingly. Sometimes he fights me, but for the most time he takes it. The other thing that I advise is to increase your immunity is to make some ginger turmeric elixir. And that's where you take raw ginger and raw turmeric and you cut it up into pieces. You don't have to peel it or anything. Just throw it in a pot of water. I use a big stock pot, and bring it to a boil for 20 minutes. Let it come to room temperature. Then get all the pieces out. Then you can drink it hot or cold. You can add some honey to it, some cinnamon, lemon. I like it with lemon. And that elixir will also help boost your immune system. Hey, Monique! So glad you could join us. So those are the two things that I do to keep my immune system. And I think it's imperative that we take care of ourselves by sleeping. I'm not going to say 8 hours. Some of you really don't feel like you need 8 hours, but sleep enough that you really feel refreshed and your body has a time to rejuvenate and repair and stay strong. So that's all I want to say about coronavirus. I do know that a lot of economies are impacted and a lot of people's lives are impacted. And I hope that if you're in a location that it is, I hope that this all passes really quickly and that you and the people that you know stay healthy and don't have to battle with it. Oh, Monique, you're in Denver. Germs everywhere. John is actually on his way. He's actually arrived in Denver too, so you might see him there. I dropped my husband off at like before the sun rose. So, all right, so what do I have to tell you today? Now that we're done with all the housekeeping and the coronavirus and all of that. Couple of things. I wanted to share with you something that I learned a while back from a good friend of mine named Sita. And Sita showed me something. Hey, Peggy, nice to see you. She showed me something that has really been life-changing for me. And I do this on a regular basis, especially when I'm at home. But even when I'm out, I can still do it. And it helps. This thing that I'm going to show you helps your body tell you what is good for it at the moment and what isn't. And how this conversation came about is my friend Sita saw something by a woman I believe her name is Donna Eden, who showed Sita this technique. And when I was recently in Los Angeles with a bunch of women, they were asking, how do I know when to take a probiotic? How do I know if the probiotic I'm taking is even good or will even help me or is good for me? Because let's face it, there are a lot of things that are good for us, but not good for us, if that makes sense, which I'll get to in a minute. But one way to tell if it is good for you and good for you the moment you're planning to take it is to ask your body. And your body can respond in a way that when, if it is good, it reacts in a certain way. And if it's not good, it reacts in another. So let me take you, hang on, I meant to grab some stuff and I didn't do that. So let me take you, what you need to do is take the item that you want to know if it's good for you or not. Let's say it is, let's say it's a protein powder, okay? So here's a protein powder that I've taken. And hang on, I need to move the camera. And if you're wanting to know whether or not this protein powder is good for your body and good for you to take right now, you can ask your body simply by holding it up to the location which is called your solar plexus, which is about right here. It's like right underneath your rib cage down here, and you hold it here. And in the beginning, I had to physically close my eyes. But if you close your eyes and really don't fight it, just close your eyes, your body will either lean forward to say that it's something that your body would benefit from, or it will lean backward, which means don't take that right now. It doesn't mean don't take it ever. It just means, hey, Pam, it just means not to take it now. Now, I've done things where I've tested it and it says no, and then an hour later it says it's fine. Or some mornings I'll get up and I switch between apple cider vinegar and coconut vinegar in my warm water in the morning. And I will ask my body, which one do you want now? I'll put one up. If it says, I'll put the other one up. And notoriously, it says the other one's fine. And don't question it. You know, I did this. I've been eating oatmeal a lot lately. And added to my oatmeal, I cook it. Now, my friend in Italy, Sita, she told me that you should cook it on the stove, which I always put it in the microwave. But it actually does taste better on the stove. So I've been doing that, and I've been putting milk in it, or like coconut milk or almond milk or oat milk in it instead of water, and it makes it much creamier. So I wanted to ask my body what, I had two. I had almond milk and I had oat milk. And I said, which one, is good for me? And I took the oat milk. Now I'm having oats. I'm having oatmeal. And I took the oat milk and I put it up against my body and it said no. And I said, certainly I'm not reading something right. And I closed my eyes and I did it again and it said no. And I said, what the heck? It's just oats and water. And I looked at the label and it actually had coconut milk mixed in. And for whatever reason, my body did not want to have coconut milk on that particular morning at that particular time. So don't question it so much. So if you do it, you can choose whether or not you can just say, screw it, I'm going to eat it anyway. You may just do it out of curiosity. But if you close your eyes and you put it, like I said, like right here where the solar plexus is, a lot of people have to close your eyes. It will make you literally lean backwards. Let's see if I can find something that will show me lean forward. Let's see. What about a lemon? Let's see if I should have lemon. This one says lean forward. So I can have lemon water. My body would like that right now. My body does not want my yoursuper.com. Again, I'm not a seller of this, you guys. I take a lot of different kinds of protein powder. This is just the one that I grabbed. Skinny Protein doesn't seem to want that. Doesn't mean that it doesn't want any protein powder. Just means it doesn't want this protein powder. And I don't know how, I don't know why, I don't know the science behind it. I just know that it works. I know that it works. I know that it tells me what my body can use and what it doesn't need, what it likes and what it doesn't like. I went to a doctor and she said, your body's not looking like it does well with chia seeds. I'm like, chia seeds? Oh my gosh, I eat chia seeds all the time and like chia pudding and like a chia cereal that I make. And I came home and I started testing myself. And I put the chia seeds up against, and yes, you don't even have to take it out of the container. I put it up against my solar plexus, and every time my body leaned backwards. Leaning backwards is a no. Leaning forwards is a yes. Your body acts as a pendulum, and it'll tell you on a cellular level whether or not that food is good for you at that moment or not. So I wanted to share that with you because it has really been life-changing for me. It has really helped me determine the different things that I eat. Like I said, primarily when I am home, when I'm on the road, a lot of times I don't have the option to eat it or not eat it. Nowadays, I'm getting so much better at it that I can actually hold it in my hand and I can pretty much tell like 90% of the time, not holding it up here and having to close my eyes or even leave my eyes open on whether or not it's good for me or not. So that is the first thing I wanted to share with you. Please try it, if not for just curiosity's sake, and let me know. Take something you're allergic to and try it. Take something that you're not allergic to, try it, and see how your body reacts. If not for anything else, just for fun. The other thing that I wanted to let you know is I wanted to talk about something that we just don't talk about. I don't know anybody that's talking about it, so I wanted to start the conversation here. And that is, and it is a little embarrassing for me to say because it is not something that I've had to deal with or experience at this magnitude ever in my life. And that is bloating and gas. Now, if you have bloating and gas, please say that's me or give me a 1 or a thumbs up or something. Let me know that you may be one of the people that suffer from gas and bloating. I have been suffering for 6 months and it is horrible. Luckily, I've spent more time home than I have out in public, but it's tough when you're out in public. And as you know, my friend Julie, she doesn't hold back in anything that she says or in the gas in her belly. And she will just announce it when she passes gas and says, I farted. And I think that is so uplifting and freeing to allow us to, it's a bodily function. Just like when we cry, just like when we sneeze, just like when we cough. It's a bodily function, ladies. But there's so much stigma to it that I'm with you. It's kind of hard to let it rip. Or play with it like the guys do and like their farts on fire. That's kind of gross. Although it does, I have to admit, make me laugh. It's not something that I would choose to do and make fun of it. We all do it. Seriously, Monique, do you light your farts on fire or you just pass gas. So I've been talking to my doctor a lot about this. And what I've come to find out is I'm not alone. So I'm not talking about the occasional gas. I'm not talking about having chili with beans and having gas, or eating, some people have gas if they eat a gaseous vegetable like broccoli or cauliflower or cabbage. Or fermented item. I'm not talking about the occasional gas. I'm talking about the everyday, multiple times a day, bloated, horrible, stinky, like make you want to puke, gag yourself gas. So, yeah, it's a little embarrassing to tell you that I've been suffering with it, but I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. And in trying to do that, this is what she has told me to do. So I'm taking you along. I will give you updates. You can try it if you suffer from this as well. Try it and see it, how it works for you. It is nothing that is going to impede your health or hurt yourself or anything along those lines. What she told me to do was get off of all powdered supplements, all of them. Collagen, powdered greens, protein powder, lucuma, maca, wheatgrass, all of them. Get off of all powdered supplements, because what she has found, and she also advised me to get off of, and she says you'd only need to do this for a week, ladies. Only a week. Get off the stuff and see if it helps. See if it alleviates your gas and bloating. Because what she has found is that primarily women actually are having issues digesting the greens that we're eating. So the spirulina, the chlorella, the things that are good for us might not be good for us. It is a great superfood, but it might not be something that your body can physically digest and process. And as a result, may end up giving you a huge amount of bloat and gas. I will tell you, I started on Friday. I removed everything except for collagen. She said I could keep collagen. I will tell you, yesterday was a bad day. And I had a double amount of collagen because I had no protein powder to add to something. So I added double the amount of collagen and I had a lot of gas. So we had talked to her, and we decided to take the collagen out. Most of my gas happens in the late afternoon into the evening. I guess that's common. Let me know if you find that as well. And so today is the first day off of all, even collagen. I'm off of most, if not all. I am taking only 2 supplements now, and I took like cod liver oil, or like fish oil kind of thing. I took vitamin E. I took oh my gosh, I have a lot of, not a lot, I have about 6 supplements that I take. I take a mineral from the ocean. I take, about 6 or 7 supplements, and she's taken me off of all of them except for magnesium and an all natural product called Relazin that I take for my hot flashes. So I wanted to share that with you. I've been off of all the supplements since Friday because we want to see, even though these supplements are good for me, do I see any difference by taking them? And no, I know you guys are going to be asking me, did I test it? Believe it or not, I didn't think to test the supplements. I did test the powders, the protein powder and, the skinny powder and the other powders that I take, Energy Bomb and Maca and Lucuma. Like, I thought about testing the powders, but not the supplements, not the minerals and the vitamin E and all the oil and all that stuff that I was taking. I didn't. But now I'm off of it for at least a week to 10 days. And then if my gas is better, I know that something that I was eating contributed to it, and then I can add it back in slowly and see if my body has a reaction. And then that will determine what item or items my body does not process well. that causes the bloat and the gas. So if you suffer from that, do the elimination and eliminate all of your supplements if you can, if they're not, something that you need medically. Supplements and all of your like powdered mixes, all your protein powders, collagen, greens, all of it, especially the green drinks. Because there's a lot of stuff in there like wheatgrass and stuff that women have a difficult time, or people in general have a difficult time digesting. All right, so I told you about that, and then there was another thing. I also want to ask a question. Because you are a great source of information, I have a lot of symptoms that I'm dealing with besides the gas and the bloat. And she feels, after talking to me and listening to all of my lengthy list of issues, that 99.9% of them would be improved upon if I start with bioidentical hormones. Now, hold on. No, excuse me. Oh. I did sneeze into my elbow, ladies, not my hands. Bioidentical hormones. Now, I will tell you, when I started to go through menopause about 5 years ago, a different doctor had suggested I go on hormone replacement therapy, and I absolutely refused to do that. For me, this is only for me. This is not to sit in judgment on anybody that's doing hormone replacement. Again, this is my belief. This is my decision. This has nothing to do with anybody else. If it's helping you, please stay on it. But from the research that I did, I found that there are too many links from estrogen replacement therapy, which is primarily what women need as they go through menopause, to cancer. And I'm not willing to take that risk. So I just said absolutely not to all hormone replacement therapy. But there's a lot of research on bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. And I know Suzanne Summers gets on a soapbox and starts preaching it to us, that, screaming it from the rooftops. You need to really consider this. And I'm just curious, how many of you have either A, considered, or B, are taking or have taken bioidentical hormones? And did you see an improvement? So if you would, leave a message, a comment below, and let me know if you or someone you know has taken them and what the results have been, if any. Or are you taking them? I would really love to know that, because I'm going to start my research to determine whether or not I want to try this. I definitely don't want to take a bad situation and make it worse, meaning I don't want to take all these symptoms that are plaguing me and then do something and then get cancer and be something that I can't, I have a much more difficult situation. That story about the kingdom that had the mice, and then they brought the cats, and then the cats were overrun, and then they brought the dogs and they were overrun. I don't want to make the situation worse. I want to make it better. So any information that you can send me or let me know of, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. I am going to be doing the blood test tomorrow morning, and that will determine when and if I decide to do bioidentical, how they're going to compound them to start. And I do know that it can take a couple of months to get the right mixture. But any information you can give me to help me make a better educated decision on this, I would greatly appreciate. And I will report back when I get more information on it. And should I decide to try it, then I will also report back what my experience is, because you don't know what you don't know. And with that, I'm just going to be quick and to the point and wish you a stupendous, sensational, soulful, sinful Sunday. And I look forward to talking to you next time. See ya. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. And if it resonated with you, then go ahead and click that thumbs up or like button below. And click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon next to it if you'd like to be notified the next time we upload an aha moment. Do you know someone that would benefit from the information in this video? Then by all means, share it with them. And if you'd like to continue the conversation, then leave a comment below or join the conversation on our Facebook page.